are back with some basketball for you guys. Should have a couple of good ones tonight. We got the Buhler Crusaders taking on the Hesston High Swathers. First off will be the girls varsity game.
Yeah, just coming off a really good ending to the boys junior varsity game.
Absolutely.
It was final score, Hesston won by 2 points.
They had 2 blocks on that last possession,
They did.
I believe.
It was
that
impressive.
Was nice.
The Hesston Swathers coming off a very impressive win over previously #1 ranked Central Plains on Tuesday.
And that could give them a good amount of momentum heading into these next couple of games. We'll see how it goes. By the way, I am Cole Dutchendorf here, joined with Lucas Roth. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm pretty good. It's Friday, 3-day weekend.
Yep.
Good vibes only.
Yes, sir. So, the Crusaders, their girls are currently sitting at 3-8, but have been 3-4 in their last 7 after starting out the season with 4 consecutive losses. So they're playing a little better as of late. The competition that this team has been playing has been pretty stiff to start the season out, so it's safe to say that they're not as bad as their record would indicate. So that's about all we have on Buhler. Do you want to give the Hesston rundown?
Yeah, they come into the game at a 6-5 record, and as I said, they're coming off that really great win against Central Plains. They were ranked #1 in 1A Division II. They ended up winning by 6. Great team game down the stretch. They've been somewhat inconsistent most of the season. Some games they'll, especially on the offensive end of the court, some games they'll light it up, and other games they'll just have spurts of 9-10 minutes where they just don't score the basketball at all. So they really don't have many streaks of wins or losses. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Keys to the game tonight for the Swathers. In my opinion, I think they need to be willing to thrive on the inside with Katie Keeker and Bartel and Perales instead of having to rely on their outside game, which obviously is one of their strengths. But I think if they can get that inside game going, they have a height advantage over the Crusaders. So if they can get Katie a little more involved offensively, I think that would be a good thing for them to try to do tonight. And then finish in transition and, as always, limit the turnovers.
And on the other side of the ball, the keys to the game for the Crusaders would be to limit Katie Keeker in the post. She's been a force the last couple of games here. Close out on shooters. The Swathers, they don't have a lot of shooters, but the few that they have will burn you. You know, the two that come to mind are Corinne Yoder and Anna Humphreys. They are lethal from outside the arc. And last but not least, convert on the turnovers. The Swathers have struggled with it a lot this season.
Thank you, as always, to the Hesston Pep Band for that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. We'll be getting you your starting lineups coming up shortly.
Just got to wait on legend Bob Buhler to announce them for us, because
absolutely
not so sure who starts for the Buhler Crusaders.
So for the Crusaders, they'll start Amalie Madison, number 2, Taryn Horning, number 5, Mallory Hannon, number 23, Abby Yotzi, number 25, and Alexis Hutton, number 33.
And for the Swathers, like usual, it will be number 4, junior Harley Ferralis, number 5, junior Corinne Yoder, number 31, sophomore Anna Humphreys, number 15, senior Alex Martin, and number 40, junior Katie Keeker.
I think this will be an interesting game as to what Hesston can do the rest of the season. Coming off one of their highs on the season after that win against Central Plains, it'll be interesting to see how they're able to maybe conserve some of that momentum that they gained from that game and then apply it to the rest of the season, and especially this game. Because, I mean, in theory, they should beat this team based on record alone, which obviously is not how it works based on, you saw it on Tuesday.
Yeah, and coming from 4A, Buhler faces a whole different... Buhler faces a whole different kind of competition than what Hesston does. I mean, they're playing a lot bigger schools, and 4A, the range is a lot bigger than the range of 3A, so the Swathers end up playing a lot smaller schools. You know, just because they're smaller doesn't mean they're any less good, but sometimes there is a direct correlation there. So I am very interested to see what the results of this game will be.
And one last thing, both these teams have played Nickerson this season. That's the only thing they have in common, and both of them got absolutely smacked around, as Nickerson is very good and very productive there in 4A. And we will get this game started with Madison. She'll pass the ball off, and a missed layup there from, I believe, Yutzi? No, Hutton. Sorry, the jerseys are a little dark. I can't exactly tell at this moment.
Yeah, the maroon and black don't really blend too well together for our eyes to see.
It's definitely hard to see. And there is that early work to Katie Keeker. Her two-point bucket is good.
Yeah, obviously has a height advantage, has at least 2 or 3 inches on the tallest Buhler player. They got it right in her, that turnaround jumper, nothing but money.
Absolutely. Madison with the ball. She'll pass to Horning. Horning to Yutzi, to Hannon. No, that was Hutton.
Oh. Just got her with the foul. Not a bad foul in my opinion. The defender showed her the ball. She reached her hand in, tried to just smack it out, and just didn't quite work out.
One of those aggressive fouls that you're not necessarily all too mad about.
Not at all.
Oh. I didn't quite catch what happened there. What was that? Did you see what happened?
Yeah. Oh, on there?
Yeah.
No, I did not. Not at all.
We're gonna have to go back and look at the film to get the basket.
Sorry, a little distracted up here. Lots going on.
Humphreys with the ball. She passes to Yoder. Her three-pointer is no good and tipped out of bounds by Martin and Ferrales. It'll be Crusader ball.
Yeah, and I'm not too upset by that shot right there. Like we always talk about, you know, like I say every week, I am a broken record, but those inside-out threes, those are the ones that are the most successful, the highest percentage in my opinion. So that's a good shot. Just Corinne Yoder couldn't quite get that one to the rim.
So the Crusaders will have the ball. It's Madison at the top of the key right now. She'll drive right down the lane and be blocked by Ferrales. Yoder with the ball now. She's crosses over.
And carry. Yep, there it is.
Probably the correct call there. Was a nice move, but maybe a little too nice of a move.
Yeah, I believe the correct term for that is a pin. It's a form of a carry. She pinned the ball on the side of her hip there, and so wasn't much she could do there. She was trying to, I think she was trying to decide whether to go crossover or behind the back and kind of got caught between the two. But nonetheless, good transition defense by the Crusaders.
I'm gonna get this real quick.
So now it'll be Horning with the ball. She passes back up top to Yutzi. Yutzi cross court to Hutton. Hutton back to Yutzi. Yutzi corner to Horning. Horning back to Madison. Back to Hutton. Hutton cross court pass to Horning. Horning dribbles in the lane with her right. Spin move might have gone away with a little bit of a travel there. Gets to Hutton, now Yutzi on the wing, takes a couple dribbles, and she will lose it out of bounds.
And I can inform you that it was Madison who made the jumper there for the Crusaders. I apologize for the little tardiness on that call.
Yeah, that's a good call, Cole. I agree with that. You still got it, though, so that's pretty impressive.
Yoder swings it to Martin. Martin attempts to go into the lane, is stopped by a couple of Crusaders. Humphreys' three is just in and out. Keeker with the board. She'll go back up with it, and she'll get fouled by, I believe, Hutton there on the inside.
That's just a lapse in defense there for the, or lapse in boxing out there for the Crusaders. Nobody took Katie Keeker, and she was just walked right up to the basket and grabbed the ball and was able to go right up with it. If it would have been a pogo, I think she would have made it and not gotten fouled, but. Roger
Yeah.
Tremmel would have been happier with the pogo.
Roger Tremmel knows best, that is for sure. But you've already seen Keeger kind of not dominate earlier, but she's been playing very well, very active on the offensive side, already with a couple points and an offensive board, and just missed that second free throw.
Another
She'll get the board. Go back up with it, misses it.
Tough.
Madison with the ball, passes it along to Hannon and then back to Madison. Madison over to Hutton. Hutton to Yutzi. Yutzi back to Hutton. Madison with the ball, top of the key. She'll reset the offense. Stolen by Yoder.
Oh, wow.
Yoder going the other way. Her layup is good for 2 points.
And that's one of the things that, you know, we talked about last year with Corinne Yoder, but it's kind of been overshadowed by her offense this year, is her ability to play on the defensive side of the ball. Arguably the Swathers' best on-ball defender, and you saw right there what a great play she made and turned defense into offense.
Yeah, you saw those quick hands that she has in order to get that ball loose and go the other way. Horning with the ball now. Spins into the lane, pump fakes, back out to Madison. Madison will be stopped by a couple Swathers and then out to Yutzi. Yutzi with the ball now. She'll pass off the leg of Horning. And Madison gets the ball back right wing, guarded by Yoder. The ball in the corner is Horning. Her three-pointer is good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net from Taryn Horning over there in the corner. Great kick-out pass there. Good look, good shot, and Crusaders take the lead.
A little sloppy possession, but nonetheless still got them 3 points at the end of the day. Kaiser's pull-up jumper is just off, boarded by Keeker.
Oh. Not sure I am too thrilled with that.
Did they call that on
They
Katie?
called that on Katie Keeker. That's a tough scene right there. She was pretty much straight up. I think the angle of the referee really just kind of threw him off there, but
from our angle, it looked
it
like
was
there was
a really great rebound.
A couple feet of
Yeah.
space between them.
She was going up, and that would have been her 4th offensive board of the game already, so.
Horning will swing to Hannon. Hannon over to Hutton. Back to Horning. Horning over, or no, sorry, that now with Horning. Can't tell who that is from our angle.
Looks
And
like
batted away from
it was
Yoder.
Hutton.
I'm looking forward to when they're on this side so I can see their jersey numbers a little better. I'm not going to lie.
Who was that that just checked in? Was that Alex Martin checking back in?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was.
That's McDowell with the ball. And then she passes to Horning. Horning's wild shot is no good. Boarded by the Crusaders, though. And then stolen by Yoder, and then out of bounds off of Yoder.
Yeah, it was just, you know, she tried to do a little bit too much there. Wasn't much she could do. She stole the ball and just went to dribble, and kind of, there was like 6 legs there, so it was kind of impossible for the ball not to hit one.
They almost had that spider going.
They
but
almost.
just
One
unable
more.
to get it. Crusaders with the ball now. That three-pointer by Hannon was a little off. But boarded by the Crusaders, and then they missed the second chance opportunity, and then that was boarded by Kaiser, and then she was fouled on the arm by number 33, Alexis Hutton.
Yeah, not much else to say about that possession, really.
So it'll be the Swathers. Bartell getting her first action of the game. Humphreys wide open three is no good. Boarded by Bartell. Back up with it and just out of the rim. It'll be a foul though. And you want to talk to us about those offensive boards the Swathers have been getting,
Jeez,
Lucas?
that's already 5-0 boards to start the game for the Swathers. And for Buhler, I don't know if you're just having trouble boxing out. You just can't find your people. The Swathers are just too tall for you, but they've really got to do a better job of either boxing out or switching to a different defense so they have a better opportunity to box out, because the Swathers are obliterating them on the offensive board so far.
And you got to think, if that continues all night, it's going to be a long one for the Crusaders.
And the Swathers now have their 3 tallest players in the basketball game. Usually doesn't happen. You don't see Carly, Bartell, and Katie Keeker in the game at the same time.
Bartell makes both of her free throws. Emmy Stallman also in the game for the Crusaders, along with Yutzi, Madison, believe Horning and
McDowell.
Yeah, there you go. McDowell almost loses the ball. In the corner will be Yutzi. Yutzi over to Horning. No, Madison, sorry. And then Yutzi will lose the ball. It'll be Swather ball. A lot of legs there as well.
Yeah, there were a lot of legs there. It ended up bouncing off of Yutzi's leg. It bounced, it like hit two Swathers. Like Anna Humphreys tipped it, and then it caught Yutzi's knee and then rolled out of bounds. So good break for the Swathers.
We did have that spider combination there.
Yeah, we did.
Crusaders in the 2-3 zone now. Bartel takes it to the rim and is fouled again. They're going to live with that all night long.
Yeah, I figured they'd move to the 2-3 zone pretty quickly. They were getting killed on the boards, and that's usually what you do when you're giving up a lot of second chance points, giving up a lot of offensive boards. What you do is you switch to a zone, because in a zone you already have inside position on pretty much every girl on the floor, so therefore boxing out is a lot easier for you. However, you do give up a lot more jumpers, and the Swathers can kill you with that.
Yeah, that duo of Yoder and Humphreys on the outside can be quite deadly at times. Bartel is unable to remain perfect from the free throw line. Now 3 for 4 from the stripe. Madison with the ball for the Crusaders. Battered away by Humphreys, stolen by Martin. She's going the other way now, and her layup will be good.
And Martin, her play has really picked up, especially in the last game. We named her the player there, yeah, was she the player of the game last game? After she hit what was arguably the game winner against Central Plains. So it's good to see her and her senior leadership, starting to play a lot better for this Swathers team.
Good rotational defense there from the Swathers after the mad scramble for the ball. And the ball is stolen from Stallman by Humphrey. She'll slow the pace down and speed it up and slow it back down. Over to Martin. Martin with the ball now, looking to attack this zone of the Crusaders. Looks like they're in a box and one, I believe. Looks like Horning is following Yoder everywhere. Oh, somehow didn't go in.
That was tough. Katie Keeger's shot bounced on the rim about, I'd say 5 or 6 different times. Couldn't get the roll.
Didn't get that Kawhi Leonard treatment from the rim.
No, not at all.
Swathers a lot of tip balls early. That was Martin there with the deflection. And then another deflection will be out on the Crusaders. Kaiser and Ferrales checking in for Bartel and Martin.
Oh, you only got 3 girls on. Oh, I thought Harley Ferrales was head to the bench too, and I was like, there are only 4 girls on the court at the moment, but
who knows? Maybe she'll pop a squat there after she inbounds the ball.
Yeah, Harley Ferrales pulled a little trick on me there.
A trickery.
Little trickery.
30-second timeout taken by the Swathers and Coach Richardson over there. I would attempt to say the Buhler coach, I think it's maybe Michael Stetter, possibly. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm very, very sorry.
Yeah, we usually ask for players' pronunciations. We don't think about the coaches.
We'll call her Coach Sierra for tonight.
Yeah,
that's what we'll stick with, because I'm pretty confident with that pronunciation. Speaking of pronunciation, between these 2 games, we might have to hit them with the word of the day. I have one in mind. We'll just see if there's a time for me to use it tonight.
Miss Gaston, she did say it is Kansas Day, so maybe we could do like.
She did talk to me about that as well.
A basketball word of the day and then a Kansas word of the day.
All right. I'll try to whip something up for maybe some Hesston or some Kansas trivia with Lukey and Dookie at halftime.
That'd be good.
Not at halftime, but between the 2 games.
I agree. That'd be a good idea. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about trivia. I feel like all the viewers are gonna think that we are that smart when I'm being asked these questions, because talked about it in government today, and I did not know the answer to a lot of them.
It's okay. I think we've all been there before. Let's get back to the action now. Humphreys inside to Keeker. Backside to Martin. Great pass from Keeker. And the layup is just rattled home, barely.
Alex Martin got the Kawhi Leonard treatment there.
There you go. So it's Madison for the Crusaders with the ball. She'll pass inside. Almost a foul by Ferrales, but not quite. McDowell with the ball now. Over to Yutzi. Yutzi gets the ball, falls down. On the floor is Humphreys. She passes to Ferrales. Ferrales, it's a 4-on-1 fast break. Over to Keeker. Stops, pulls up, gonna be a travel.
That's tough.
Got a little case of the happy feet there.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what to do with it there with the one defender who was kind of like stopped playing defense there. It was a little interesting situation.
She tried to do a hezzy without dribbling. It doesn't work that well.
It kind of reminded me of when Steven Adams did the Euro step, but
that was so funny.
Kind of goofed it a little bit. Anyways, Crusaders with the ball now. Their running layup is no good by, can you tell who that is?
Number 11.
11. So Marin Lackey. I saw the one. I gotta stop complaining about it. They're gonna. I sound like a broken record now.
That's okay. I'm having a little trouble too.
Stolen by Ferrales with 4 seconds left in the quarter.
Oh.
And it'll be out of bounds off of the Crusaders. Might be good for the Swathers.
Yeah, that's probably better.
To get a more constructed out of bounds play with 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter, or not. Humphreys launches from deep, almost actually made it there. I thought they would have maybe tried to inbound it like
deeper down the court.
Yeah, but I guess they're just settling there. Up 6 is the Swathers over the Crusaders after one. The score is 11-5.
Yeah, not the highest scoring first quarter of any basketball game for that matter, but no, not bad. I think the Swathers played really well. The Crusaders just a couple of made shots away from being back in this ball game, so not a bad first quarter of action if I say so myself.
It's kind of reminiscent of our Tuesday game where the score was 9-3 and the Crusaders and the Oilers were just missing a couple shots, and then once they started making some of those shots, they got themselves right back into the game. But I don't know if the Crusaders have anyone as consistent from deep as, do you remember number 14's name?
Oh, it starts with an M.
Whatever her name was, she was very good from beyond. I believe she had 10 or 15 points, something like that.
Hey, she was not as clutch as Peyton Ryan, though, in the varsity game.
Peyton Ryan, what a dude.
He went 5 for 5 from downtown. That was quite impressive.
I'm telling you, if they would have let him shoot more, they might have won that game. No cap. 5 for 5, bro, as long as you keep launching, theoretically.
He would have only had to go 21 for 21.
You never know.
16 more threes and they would have been right in it.
Hey, never tell me the odds.
That's true. Hey, like Lloyd says in Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
1 in a million, so you're saying there's a chance.
Swathers to the ball now. Ferrales swings the Humphreys back to Yoder. Yoder, they're in man defense now, the Crusaders that is. Kaiser to Humphreys. Humphreys thought about it, inside to Keeker. Good pass to Ferrales. Wow. Ferrales' pull-up jumper is not good.
I think she just missed the backboard, I think. She was going for the backboard, and she just missed the backboard, which is why it was long, because usually it bounces off, and then that angle brings it back towards the front of the rim.
Didn't quite have, whoa. The deep three was pulled there from Madison, not good. Boarded by Kaiser, that's a good, strong board. I was gonna say that Ferrales, she was going for that Timmy Duncan, but was unable to get that one to fall. Keeker inside, her hook shot is good, and that's kind of too easy, I think. I mean, that's just take one step dribble in.
Yeah, and she had the front side position, didn't really have to do much for it, and once you get the ball into her, it's pretty much automatic that she's going to get a good look, a good shot up at the basket. So just great offense there by Katie Keeker.
Yeah, I would probably advise Stallman maybe to try to get around Katie in the post. Otherwise, it could be a long night for the Crusaders in the post. That take is good there from McDowell. Great drive and finish with the left.
Yeah, we call those the good old blow-bys. She blew right past the entire Swathers defense, right to the bucket. Easy with the left hand. Great drive and great basket for the Crusaders.
Yeah, that first step agility was really showing itself there. Crusaders back in the zone now. They've been alternating quite between their defenses quite often. Yoder's deep three is no good.
Just a bit short.
Boarded by McDowell. Passed ahead there to Yetzi, I believe.
No,
that's Hutton. Hutton will be fouled by Ferrales. Or maybe they got Kaiser with the reach in. I think it was on Ferrales, though.
I did, too. Yeah, we talked about the Swathers shooting, but they do have the ability to knock down some shots. But so far this game, 0 for 6 from downtown has not been going well for him.
Yeah, haven't been fruitful from beyond thus far into the game. They could be up by a lot more. That inbound pass is almost stolen by Ferrales, but just through her hands. Horning with the ball now. And stolen by Ferrales, so she gets her steal back. Kaiser with the ball now. She stops, gives it to Yoder. Yoder behind the back dribble, inside to Ferrales. Great pass to Keeker for the inside basket.
And that's the kind of play where the extra pass leads to something so easy. I mean, both of the defenders, as soon as Harley Ferrales caught that ball anywhere near the basket, they came crashing down. Just a nice, easy lob to Keeker, wide open bucket.
Yeah, beautiful touch there on the pass from Ferralis to Keeker. Another deep three from Madison is pulled and no good, boarded by Keeker. And Yoder with the ball. She passes ahead to Humphreys, but good anticipation there from Madison to get back on defense and cause that pass to be tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, Madison looked like a safety there. She read Corinne Yoder's eyes, and then as soon as she started to make that movement towards a pass to Anna Humphreys, she just jetted out into the lane, was able to deflect it out of bounds.
Yeah, she gave Yoder that Tyrann Matthew treatment there.
Thought you were going to say Jamal Adams for a second, and I was like, that's Blitz boy. Don't even.
Martin inside to Keeker. Keeker's shot is no good, but it's going to get a foul on number 25, Abby Yutzi.
Hey, Katie Keeker came out this quarter, and she's fired up. She's playing good. 4 straight points. Now she's going to the line to see if she can cash in on these free throws. But
she could be at 8 right now if those 2 free throws earlier would have been good. First free throw is no good.
Just have not been generous for Katie Keeker tonight.
She's got to talk with Martin about how to get those rolls from the rim.
Yeah, I think I have Kawhi on speed dial. Let me give him a call real quick.
He's a fun guy.
Very fun guy.
Keeker's second free throw is good, bringing her point total to 7 early in this matchup. Crusaders with the ball now. Stolen by Ferralis. Pass to Yoder, and great. Honestly, there's another safety play. This time from, was that Hutton? I believe it was. I'm pretty sure it was Hutton there.
I do too. That was a great play though. Coming from behind, streaking down the floor. That's another example of never give up on the play. And she was able to stop.
Might have could have gotten Hutton on the, I don't even know.
Wrap
around maybe.
Reach around?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it'll be Swather ball. Yoder gets takes it all the way. Scoop layup, no good. Boarded by Ferralis though. Pump fake and up and good. Good move there from Ferralis in the post.
Another board there by the Swathers. I think it was just an the Crusader defense over pursuit on Corinne Yoder up top there at the key. There were 3 different Lady Crusaders that ran at her, and she just took one dribble right and had a lane to the basket. Couldn't quite convert, but Harley Ferralis with the follow-up.
Almost a travel there from the Crusaders, but they will retain possession of the ball. Madison now with the ball right wing. She passes over to Hutton, and then inside the post to, I believe, Yutzi. She's fouled on her take to the basket.
Say the third personal one. Oh, geez.
That's not
tough.
Fortuitous.
Not at all.
Yutzi's first shot is no good. Bartel now checking back in for Alex Martin. She'll probably remain on the bench for the rest of this second quarter, I would presume.
I would as well.
Probably don't want to risk getting her 4th foul in the first half. That would not be good.
Yeah, that's a tough scene.
Long board is boarded by Ferralis and then almost tipped out of bounds, but Yoder is able to keep the ball. Keeker inside. Lost on Bartel. The pull-up is no good. Boarded by Madison. Madison looks to push it up the floor.
Well, Katie Keeker had the defense lost there.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, they were.
Horning's wild pull-up. Somehow doesn't go in. Boarded by Yoder. Yoder crosses over and will be a foul by either Horning or Hutton.
Yeah, she had I don't know, and she still managed to retain possession of the ball even after bounced off her knee a couple times. That was pretty good.
And if they wouldn't have called that foul, she might have gone coast to coast. So Bartel now inbounding the ball for the Swathers. She'll get it into Yoder. I believe they're trying to set up one of their set plays here. Pass over to Humphreys, then to Keeker. Humphreys sets a screen for Yoder. Yoder thought about the 3. Pump fake, elbow pull-up is no good. And then I believe it was tipped out of bounds by Bartel there.
Again, and right there, that was the picture-perfect definition of why the Swathers are so good at offensive rebounding. They had 3 girls in front of the entire Buhler Crusader defense that could have grabbed that offensive board, and it's just unfortunate that it just went off the fingertips of Carly Bartel. But if the Swathers keep doing that, especially, past this game, they could be a very dangerous team.
That 3 is pulled by Madison, I believe, again. Humphreys with the outlet pass. And she will slow down the offense, gauging what the Crusaders are in. Inside to Bartel. Bartel, one dribble and up. That's just too easy.
Beautiful move in there by Carly Bartel. Just a little bit of a hesitation right, one dribble to the right, and then nice, easy finish.
Her first field goal of the game after 3 free throws.
Oh, oh.
Oh, a little strong there was Seeley on the pull-up after she basically trucked Yoder. Yoder was looking to play defense and just met a brick wall. Kika with the ball, over to Humphreys. Humphreys to Ferrales. Ferrales over to Yoder. Yoder inside to Keeker. Keeker to Bartel. Her free throw pull-up is no good. Good look there, though, for the Swathers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's still a really good look there for the Swathers, as the Crusaders will take a 30-second timeout.
So it'll be Crusader ball after that minute timeout?
30 second.
30 second.
It's always a long 30 seconds.
Madison with the ball now for the Crusaders, and met with pressure, and she immediately breaks it. Looking a little like Patrick Mahomes there, and that pass was thrown right to Harley Ferrales.
Well, the Nathan Peterman there too. Best of both worlds.
Bartel with the easy layup, no good. Boarded by Keeker though, and her layup is good. And we have seen, you know, I don't want to sound cocky here, but we were saying, thrive on the inside, and that is exactly what they've done with Bartel with 5 and Keeker with 9 early, and also Martin with 4 as well.
Oh, there was Mr. Girl wide open. Carly Bartel ended up on the floor there. Oh, step back, pull up, no good from Horning there. A little bit of a tough shot, not the highest of percentage.
Yeah, they've been taking very hard shots early in this game. And we saw there a spin around, step back, deep 2, actually.
Yeah.
That's basically the worst shot you can take in the game based on a percentage. I mean, if one step back and it's 3 if you're going to make it.
Yeah, that's just, there's not a lot of words that I could use to describe that shot.
It's just not like a high IQ basketball shot to be taking.
I agree, but hey, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Good defense there from Yahtzee. She steals it and looks to go all the way over to Seeley. Her jumper is short. Good look, though. Humphreys to Keeker. Keeker to Ferrales, almost stolen again. Keeker with the ball. Over to Leis, who's checked in for the Swathers now. Setting up a set play here are the Swathers. Swathers to Keeker. Or Swathers. Bartel might have gotten away with a travel. She gets her own board off the block. It misses. And then long board is boarded by Horning. Eventually, Madison with the ball now, with just under 30 seconds remaining in the half.
Whoa.
Swathers up 22-7.
Quick second quarter.
Indeed. Might have gotten away with travel there.
A little bit.
Madison with the ball at the right wing for the Crusaders. Over to Horning. Horning's deep 3 is good.
I told you, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
3 seconds, 2 with 1. Humphreys lost the ball there a little bit. And after the end of 1, the score is Hesston 22, Buhler 10.
Could have been a 15-point game there, but what a shot to end the half by Taryn Horning. I mean, the pull-up J from 3.5 behind the line, quite impressive if I do say so myself.
We're going to get a quick ad now. Hey, Swather fans, thanks for choosing the Hesston Pharmacy. When you support your locally owned and operated pharmacy, you make it possible for us to pass it on to Hesston kids with ads like this. Thank you, and go Swathers. Again, big shout out to the Keekers for that. We appreciate that very much so.
Katie Keeker absolutely balling in the first half.
Yep.
Leads all scorers with 9. We get a quick score update from Cole.
Absolutely. Harley Ferralis with 2, Corinne Yoder with 2, Alex Martin with 4, Carly Bartel with 5, Katie Keeker with 9. And then for the Crusaders, Amalie Madison with 2, Taryn Horning with 6, and I'm missing Paige McDowell with 2 there as well. So we'll step aside for a little bit and maybe I'll try to figure out something to do for some Kansas Day trivia eventually.
Yeah, all right. This has been Dookie and Lukey on the Swather Sports Network. Cole Dutchendorf and Lucas Roth, in case you didn't know. We'll catch you in the flippity flip.
We'll be back in about a minute and a half for some action. Meanwhile, we can just give a quick recap of the game early. It has been the Swathers absolutely dominating on the offensive boards and also just inside the post on offense, with Keeker with 9 and Bartel with 5. Granted, only 2 of Bartel's points have come from the floor, but the 2 fouls that she got were both inside the paint.
Yeah, just a great half all around, especially like on the defensive end where the Swathers have had, oh my good night, have had a few struggles throughout the season. They played some lockdown D in the first half, allowing only 10 points, and through the first 15 minutes and 55 seconds, only allowing 7, but that absolute
deep three.
Yeah,
that was a
deep
Jimmer,
three.
That was some Jimmer Fredette range, if I
Or,
do say so. Jimmer
Trey,
range.
Trey Burke. That's a tough name for KU fans.
Hey, don't bring him up, please.
That was
kind of disrespectful. I'm hurt.
I didn't even think. I just remember whenever we played outside as like with my brothers, if we pull up from deep, it would be Trey Burke.
I'm hurt.
But
for me, it's Jimmer range.
There's probably a reason for that. So
Jimmer Fredette is the top 3 meme player NBA history.
He dropped like 72 points last week.
Man is goated in the Chinese leagues. I'm not gonna lie.
He can't play in the NBA though. Yeah, Jimmer Fredette's also a tough scene for K-State fans. So
he was a baller at BYU.
Yeah, he knocked us out of a tournament in a year where we probably could have
done some damage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back to the action here. That pull-up jumper from Hannon was no good, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, I didn't see much of that. I was leaning back. The wall was in the way.
Nothing too crazy, just an open look missed. So it'll be Swather ball. Yoder with the rock at the top of the key. She'll pass to Martin. Martin to Fralis, inside to Keeker, outside to Yoder. Yoder will keep it outside. Humphreys. Fralis was in an inside position there. Keeker with the ball, short corner.
She can pull up from there. Yeah, there it is.
Gets the board.
What a board. Oh, what a play.
Too easy there for Keeker there.
Yeah,
missed her own shot, but followed it. Sorry, go ahead.
One of the things she's been working on a lot, especially in practice the offseason, is working on developing that outside jumper. And we've seen it play out in a couple of the games already, so she can shoot it. But
I think from Yahtzee is good. They've been pulling some deep threes in this game.
That was pure
water right there. Humphreys with the ball. Inside to Fralis. Fralis, one dribble, pull up, no good. Boarded by Martin. Her shot is no good, but yeah, that's a good call. She definitely got pushed a little bit there.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. She went up in the air, she went up in the air in one spot and landed about 3 feet to the right of that spot. So good call there as Alex Martin will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Oh, no dribbles. Don't see that very often.
No hesitation.
None
she
at
got
all.
Confidence in her shot. And she will make both of them. I guess you don't need dribbles when you're strapped from the line.
Exactly. Confidence is key.
Yahtzee with the quick drive. No good. Boarded by Yoder. Yoder pushes the ball up the court for the Swathers. Over to Martin. And then she swings it to Humphreys. Humphreys inside to Keeker. That position is just too good, but blocked though. Humphreys with the ball. Her layup is good. Her first points of the game.
One thing I've noticed from the Crusaders so far this half, they've taken 3 quick shots early in the offense. So maybe that's so the Swathers don't get settled into their defense, because they can be lethal when they do. But like right there, she pulled up very early in the offense. So I don't know if that was a game plan or it's just a coincidence.
And it came back to bite them as they got that little turnover. Humphreys pump fake to the
Traveled,
rim.
Yep.
So it'll be Crusader ball, down 15. These next couple of possessions for Buhler are pretty crucial. I mean, if you don't score and the Swathers do, you're looking at a 20-point or so deficit, and that's something that is absolutely pretty much unavoidable to lose in that situation, especially in the third quarter.
Yeah. Oh. And especially in a night where your shots have just not been falling. Yeah, that'd be a hard deficit to overcome.
There's a deep 3 pulled by Madison. No good. Good board, though, by Yahtzee, and then she loses it.
That's tough because Kryn was going coast to coast there before the foul. Would that have been like a clear path foul in the NBA?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Rules on that are whack.
They are a little interesting. Yoder with the ball now, guarded by Madison. Keeker. Will she pull? No.
No.
Humphries over to Martin. Inside to Keeker, wide open, no good. Boarded there by Yutzi, I believe.
A little too strong, but still
Hutton.
A little too strong, but still a really good look there from Katie Keeker.
Great block from Ferralis, but they're going to get a push on Humphries, I think. Yes, indeed. That'll be her first foul of the game. 5-second call. You hate to see that as a coach and as a player. You never want to get a 5-second call on the inbound. That's a pretty that's a pretty avoidable turnover. There you go.
And that's not one that you see very often, but we've seen it now twice in the last 2 games we broadcasted.
Battered out of bounds by the Crusaders. It was Martin trying to push the ball down the floor. Inside to Humphries. Her layup was no good.
Good look there. Had a nice, Humphries managed to sneak around her and ended up being wide open for the layup. She couldn't quite convert.
And Hutton had a nice board there on the defensive possession, and then she'll be fouled by Ferralis on the other end of the floor.
Is that her 3rd personal?
Possibly.
Just second.
Checking in for the Crusaders is Paige McDowell and number 10, Haley Hummel. I believe that is Hummel's first action tonight.
Believe you are correct.
But with the jerseys, I could be wrong. Would put it past me. They're going to get a travel on Hummel, so she's averaging about a turnover per second that she's been in the game so far.
Tough scene.
Not necessarily the most beneficial statistic.
No. But a fun one nonetheless.
Humphries might have walked. Ferralis inside the Keeker. That's just easy money. Great pass from Ferralis, and then great job from Keeker to seal that inside defender and go up for the easy 2.
Coach Richardson is ecstatic about that basket over there. And usually you don't see that much celebration from a coach when you're up by 17 points, but he was very happy that they found Keeker on that look and she got the basket.
Ball almost passed out of bounds, but Horning able to control it. Outside to McDowell. She drives all the way, definitely got fouled there. Took a pretty hard fall. Hope she's okay. Yeah, a little shaken up there.
Looks like she'll still go to the line to attempt her free throws. So
showing some grit there. Gotta respect it.
Faux show. Oh. Looks like she will indeed come out, and I thought it was a shooting foul. It was not a shooting foul.
Yeah, they got the block on the floor before the shot, I believe. So it'll remain Crusader ball with the ball underneath the basket, stolen by Keeker. Good defense there on Hummel. Yoder with the ball to Keeker, over to Martin, inside to Ferralis, and that would have been
tough.
That would have been basically a free 2 points, but she was just unable. The ball just slipped through her hands just a bit.
That's the classic case of just taking your eye off the ball for a half second, thinking of what you're going to do after you catch it. Because she was, that was, like you said, that was a free 2 points there. You see that a lot, especially, like in football and stuff with wide receivers who are thinking, where am I going to run after I catch this football? And then you get the unfortunate drop.
Aguilar on the Eagles, not on the Raiders.
Yeah, Aguilar on the Raiders is a beast.
Ball is basically lost out of bounds there by Yutzi. I don't think it was even touched by a Swalter. Just lost the handle of it again, like Aguilar on the Eagles.
I don't know, who's that guy from the Steelers that just dropped everything?
Deontay Johnson?
Yes, he's pretty bad.
Why you gotta come out my dude like that?
I watched so many games where it just be like thrown in his direction. Oh, another drop. He's been working to prevent that.
Humphries' drive was blocked there by I believe no, that is Lackey, possibly?
Yeah, it's Lackey. Be my best guess.
Yoder over to Martin. Her pull-up jumper is no good. Good box out from Hutton.
Very nice pick and roll there. I really like that play. Alex Martin rolled left, had a wide open jumper, and pretty good shot there for the Swathers.
Oh, we don't have number 20 on our roster. That's nice.
That is tough.
That shot attempt is blocked. That was Lackey with the take, but swatted away by, I believe, Perales. Martin coming out for the Swathers, and also Kaylin Seeley checking in for the Crusaders. They currently have, okay, there we go. I was gonna say they had 6 players on the floor. Don't necessarily know if that's illegal. Anyways, Crusaders will inbound it. Back out to Madison. Good pump fake, and then pass inside to number 23, Hannon. Her two-pointer is good.
Great play there. In with the pump fake, drive the basket, and then kick out jumper. That's exactly how you draw it up. That was a beautiful play there by the Crusaders.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Swathers inside to Bartel. Her shot attempt is blocked, and then I think they're going to get number 33, Alexis Hutton, there on the foul, possibly. Yeah.
Good call.
That's her third. So in a little bit of foul trouble there for the Crusaders. Humphreys in the corner. It'll be a block on Madison, I think.
3-3-3-3-3.
Oh, you'll love to see it. Oh, and
nah, now it changes.
that's her. Oh, okay, they called it on our unnamed Crusader.
Should have listened.
Yeah, I'm going to try to next time they call her name out.
Oh, yeah,
yep,
she was
yep,
on the line.
Yep.
As Yutzi checks back in for the Crusaders.
Kaiser inbounding it for the Swathers. Corner to Humphreys. She pump fakes. Passes over to Bartel. Her jumper is good.
Beautiful jumper there from Carly Bartel. She's had a couple tonight. All of them just couldn't quite get the roll, but that one able to rattle home for her and give her her 7th points on the night.
Seeley drove and was fouled by Harley Ferralis there. Keeker checking back in for Ferralis.
Ended up getting Corinne Yoder on the foul there. I didn't think that it was, but.
Yeah, Ferralis maybe looking out there. Would have been her 4th, I think. Or I guess 3rd.
Faux show.
And they'll get a foul call on Kaiser. So back-to-back fouls for the Swathers. Maybe not exactly what you were wanting there. Madison's three-pointer is no good. Good, strong board attempt there from Kaiser, but she's tied up by Buhler.
Yeah, that was a really great play there by Kaiser. Went up and met the ball instead of waiting for it to come down to her. Just get the tie up and probably prevent the wide open layup that could have happened if she didn't try for that ball.
So the Swathers will have the possession now after that tie-up. Humphreys has the ball stolen from her. And that speed there from the unnamed, I'm going to try to listen now. Combs? I believe they said it was Combs. I didn't quite catch the first name, so we will refer to her as Combs for the rest of the evening.
First name was Ava.
Ava Combs. We'll say A Combs.
Yeah.
And if that's not her name, I'm very sorry.
We sincerely apologize. It's not on our roster. We're trying our hardest up here.
It happens sometimes. Combs misses both free throws.
And the words of the late great philosopher, it is what it is.
So Humphreys will pass it to Kaiser over to Yoder. Yoder will stop her dribble and pass it to Humphreys. Looked like she had Keeker inside. Didn't choose to go over to her, though. Good position from Martin.
Oh.
Her shot is swatted away there. Humphries right back inside to Martin. Her second shot is definitely fouled by, I believe that was Hannon there with the foul after Hannon blocked her on the previous shot attempt.
Yeah, she got a pretty good swat there on the first shot attempt.
That was mean.
That was very mean.
Martin misses the first shot. A little out of rhythm there, it appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Martin will make the second shot, leaving her with 7 points. As the Swathers are up nearly 20 now with a minute and 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Combs with the ball. She passes to Madison. Madison will pull the three. No good. Boarded by Humphries. And then will be – that's a good foul there from Combs because Swathers had a streaking Yoder down the court. Bad choice of words there.
I was just going to – I couldn't help myself, Cole.
It was true, but definitely could have been phrased better. They had a speeding Yoder going down the court.
Because usually in football it's a streaking wide receiver, but that's a – doesn't work the same with girls basketball, I don't think.
Yeah, we'll leave it with going down the court at a high
rate
velocity.
Of speed.
Yeah, there we go. So Martin will pass to Yoder. Inside to Keeker. That's just too easy. She's had that inside position pretty much all night. She's been getting buckets whenever she wants, essentially.
Buckets on buckets. 15 on the night for Katie Keeker.
Combs thought about it and will pull the three. That is good. Yeah, Ava Combs. I believe we were right.
Holmes, maybe?
Holmes?
Could be an H,
wow,
could be a C.
That's really frustrating.
Yeah. That is tough.
Just say it fast enough and quiet enough, and they'll never know.
Yeah.
So Swathers will hold for the last shot here. Martin almost threw the ball away, but gets it to Humphries. Yoder with the ball at around midcourt. Keeker will pass it to Martin. Has it stolen. Passed ahead to Hannon. Hannon, stop. Pull up J is no good. Buhler crowd pleading for a foul.
Didn't see much contact there.
2 empty ears from the referees.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of contact there. It did look like a lot because of the way she kind of faded away from the shot, but honestly, I think that was a good call. But nonetheless, an explosive quarter for the Swathers.
The Hesston Chamber of Commerce would like to remind you to shop local and support community businesses during this holiday season. Thank you to our newest sponsor, the Hesston Chamber of Commerce, a proud supporter of the Swather Sports Network.
Getting new sponsors. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For the Swathers, though, pretty great quarter. Outscored the Crusaders 15-6 or 15-8 that quarter. 13-6. I don't know. They outscored them. But monster quarter there for Katie Keeker. She had, 8 points in that quarter?
I think I might have solved the mystery. Is it Allison Gones? Maybe?
No, because it wasn't a G. And it wasn't, he didn't say Allie because it was an A at the end of the first name.
And she would be number 13. I don't know if there's a number 13 on the bench right now. I didn't see a number 13 anywhere.
There is still one person with their shooting shirt on, so it could be the last member.
Oh, yeah, it is Ava Combs. There we go. She's a freshman. We were right. We got
Ava
it. We
Combs?
deciphered it. Let's go.
Let's go. That's big. Now we could do the spelling with Cole and Lucas, and now we can do word scramble, Kansas trivia. The possibilities are endless, honestly.
For real.
Oh.
Kicker, one. Oh, somehow didn't go in. Scramble for the ball. Humphries gets the board eventually and is fouled there on the putback attempt. After the ball went through the wicket fence there.
It did.
Through a couple of both Crusaders and then Katie Keeker. Somehow found its way into Humphries' hands.
Yeah.
either way. And she shoots 2. Her first one is good.
I think the apostrophe is on the
So
S.
it's just Humphreys.
It's just Humphreys. Humphreys just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that. Mr. Booz still needs to teach me up on that.
Yeah. Mr. Broadfoot. Love Mr. Broadfoot.
So Humphreys makes both of her free throws, and it'll be Crusader ball the other direction. Combs will pull a 3. No good. Out of bounds off of...
I think it'll be off of Harley for Alice.
Yeah, that's the correct call, I think. In my unofficial opinion. My opinion means nothing to the referees. But in this case, I do think that they were right in their call. And Fralis steals it back. Humphreys will pass ahead to Yoder, and she will get the easy layup.
Don't get much easier than that right there. Beautiful.
Good eyes there from Humphreys to find the open runner.
Humphreys, a quiet game on the offensive side, only has 4 points, but like Kaysen Richardson our last game, took over the role as the point guard, trying to get other people to open shots, and she's been doing a great job of that so far tonight.
Absolutely. Combs the ball now. She'll pull up, absolutely swatted by Martin. She's headed the other direction. Had an open teammate will get the foul call on Combs. Combs frustrated with that one a little bit. It'll be Martin to the line for 2. And while we're shooting free throws, did you hear that stat? It was one season with the Lakers. If Shaq wouldn't have shot a single free throw, their percentage would have gone from 29th with Shaq to 2nd without him. Just how bad of a free throw shooter he was.
Nice.
Martin's first free throw is better than Shaq's.
Yeah.
Definitely. We can say Alex Martin's free throw is definitely better than Shaq.
Yeah, I saw another fun fact, and it is basketball related. Tom Brady has a better chance of making the Super Bowl than Steph Curry does of making a 3-point jump shot.
We're going to have to come back to that because I
Yeah,
have
I
some
agree.
strong opinions on that one. Buhler almost loses the ball in the corner, but it is Horning. Her floater jumper hybrid is no good. Yoder pushes the ball up the court to Humphreys.
Oh, she's got Martin backside.
Nice pass, and Martin's 2-pointer is good. Great find there from Humphreys. Had the wide open Martin there on the underneath.
Again, just another case of over-pursuing there for the Crusaders. Swathers broke out in transition, so it was all like a scramble for the ball. And then Alex Martin just slipped away and was wide open backside for the layup.
That 3 is pulled by Horning and no good. It'll be out on Humphreys. We got Kira Funk checking in now for the Swathers for Anna Humphreys. I'd guess probably the last action Humphreys will see. And Kaiser checking in for Martin. That pull-up jumper is no good from Hutton, boarded by Keeker. Over to Yoder. Yoder with the ball now, over to Kaiser. Passes to Funk. Funk to Yoder. Yoder almost loses the dribble. Will spin into the lane and dribble it back out. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser will go into the lane. Her pull-up jumper is good.
Wow.
Good arc on that one to get
Yeah.
it over the much taller Stallman there in the paint, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe the word for that would be a moonshot there. That's what you
Yep.
would call in horse if you were playing, but
Mhm.
great shot nonetheless.
Good pass there to Horning in the corner. She's unable to get that shot to go. Stallman goes right back up with it and misses. Boarded by Keeker again.
She is for sure into double-double territory.
The Crusaders somewhat capitulating to the Swathers tonight in this fourth quarter. That is your word of the day, by the way. It is almost a 30-point game at this point. Yoder over to Funk. And in the corner to Kaiser. Kaiser over to Keeker. And then to Funk. Yoder's 3 is off. Good effort there from Funk to try to save it out of bounds, but just unable.
And am I mistaken, but I don't think the Swathers have made a single three-point basket this entire game.
I think you're correct in that statement, I believe.
Tough from deep range so far. Only coming up empty for the Swathers, but if you score 45 points on 2 points and
free
2
throws.
pointers and free throws. That's pretty darn good in my opinion.
Absolutely. I was wrong in my prediction. Humphreys does check back into the game for the Swathers. They now have 4 sophomores and a junior on the floor.
Future's bright.
Yep, absolutely. Madison with the ball for the Crusaders in the corner. She'll pull the 3. No good. Boarded by Ferralis. Swung to Humphreys. She'll take the ball off the court. No one's guarding her. Okay, she will decide to give the ball up.
Yeah, there's nobody on Bartel either.
So Humphreys with the ball now. Over to Bartel. To Leis. Kaiser's pull-up jumper, no good. Boarded by Yutzi and then passed to, oh, dang it, another person with their name not on the roster.
Then the 3-pointer by, oh, yep, she's not on the roster either. We gotta look more into this roster thing.
McKenna Siemens with the missed jumper, and what number was the other one?
I was looking at number 14.
Okay, yeah, that's McKenna Siemens. I'll get her down on the sheet. Shout out to the activities office for that one. For giving us that full roster.
Nice.
Our activities office. My mother.
Yeah.
We got the insider.
Got to end it, yeah.
Yeah. The hook, as we call it, into the front office for me. Ferralis' first shot is no good. Little strong there. Believe that is Hummel checking into the game for Yutzi. Second free throw is off as well. So it'll be Crusader ball, down 27 with 3.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
They have been stuck at 18 ever since the start of this quarter, so still searching for that first basket.
And they might be getting it right here with a couple shots.
Couple throws from the free line.
It'll be Siemens shooting 2. Funk and Martin checking into the game for Ferralis and Kaiser. And Combs checking in for Madison for Buhler.
Buhler.
Siemens' first shot is good. So they have broken that 18-point threshold that we were just talking about.
True.
Second shot, no good off the front rim. Boarded by Funk. Martin with the ball. They'll probably be content to just kind of pass it around, I would guess, on this possession up.
Free throws and
26,
layups.
yeah. They've been in free throws and layups territory for about 2 quarters or so. Humphreys swings it to Leis, to Funk. Good ball movement from the Swathers, but good deflection there and stolen by Stallman. Combs passes to Lackey. Lackey will drive baseline, pull it back out to Stallman, over to Combs.
Yeah, there's probably a foul there.
Humphreys kind of got hooked into Combs a little bit there.
Not much you can do about that if you're Humphreys, though.
Going for the tie-up and just a little misfortune there.
Infortuitous.
Unfortuitous.
Unfortuitous. There we go.
Free throw is no good. Boarded by Martin. Over to Funk. Swung to Humphreys and then to Leis. Back to Funk. Back to Martin. Looking inside for Bartel. They will get it to her. Then Bartel has their defender sealed off, but they didn't get in. And good pass inside to Humphreys. Humphreys to Martin. Jumper no good. Funk with the board. Goes back up with it. Misses it. Boarded eventually by the Crusaders. Combs with the ball. It was Lackey with the board. Combs, nice crossover into the lane. Lackey the 3. And that's no good. Boarded by Bartel and tied
up.
Yep. Tied up by Stallman. It'll remain Swather ball. Up 45-19 with a minute 45 in this fourth quarter.
Never mind.
Humphreys inside to Bartel. Her layup is just off. Good strength from Funk there to grapple that ball away, but it'll be tied up. It'll be freshman Justice Large checking in, and also
Sapna Patel.
So, as far as I know, first action for them this year.
Justice played in the game that we weren't here for against Kingman because the basketball team was also, yeah.
3 is pulled short, out of bounds on Large. Nice play there from Combs. You heard the coach saying on the butt, telling Combs to inbound it off of Large there.
I heard her say that, and I did not understand the connotation of what she was saying. So,
a little dirty play there. Caught him lacking. I always respect that play. Definitely one of the most high IQ plays in basketball, in my opinion. And by dirty, I don't mean dirty in a negative way. Dirty as in like
sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky. There we go. Thank you, Lucas, for the save there.
Gotcha.
Lackey with the ball. Good hedge there from Large. Combs thought about it. We'll pass it over there to Siemens. The three-pointer is pulled in, no good from Lackey. Boarded by Leis or Kaiser, one of the two. I think it was Leis.
Yeah, it was Leis.
They're just going to hold, I would guess, and run this clock out or attempt to get one of their freshmen a bucket.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to. 10 seconds left. It's usually not the best sportsmanship to shoot that shot up 24 points.
One thing I saw was a common occurrence in middle school games, specifically C-team and 7th graders, was there was no regard for the scoreboard. They would just check up a shot up 30 with like 2 seconds left. They would that was really not entering their mind at the moment. And that'll be the end of the game. Score, your final here is Hesston 45, Buhler 21. So a good job from the Swathers to keep some of that momentum that they gained on Tuesday after beating the Oilers. And they've won 2 in a row now after maybe not the best result that they were hoping for in the Hillsborough tournament, but to bounce back with a couple wins in a row, get some momentum going. I believe the player of the game has to be Katie.
Oh, for sure.
She dominated both on the boards and on the inside, on the offensive side.
For sure, a double-double.
Just an all-around great game. Also want to highlight Alex Martin and Carly Bartel. Really all the bigs absolutely feasted tonight. Martin with 11 and Bartel with 7. Quick scores for the rest of the players. Sydney Kaiser with 2. Harley Frowse with 2. Corinne Yoder with 4. Martin with 11, as we said. Ann Humphreys with 4. And then Bartel and Katie with 7 and 15. And then for the Crusaders, Emily Madison with 2, Taryn Horning with 6, Paige McDowell with 2, Mallory Hannon with 2, Abby Yutzi with 3, Ava Combs with 5, McKenna Siemens with 1. So I think that'll be all. We will go to the next game after a quick ad. Thank you to the Fuquay Insurance Group for your support to the Swather Sports Network. Make sure to check out Fuquay Insurance for all your insurance needs. And we will see you guys in the next game in roughly 15 minutes or so, I would guess.
It's going to be a good one.
It's
going to